Hello everyone. In today's video, we will discuss on the business analyst interview questions related to insurance domain. If you are looking for a job change in the business analyst field or you want to learn few things related to business analyst in the insurance domain, then this video is for you and keep watch this video till end. You will find few good things related to especially the life and annuity domain. So let's start. So this JD which you are seeing in the screen is for the Damco. So where they are looking for a senior business analyst with life and annuity, and they are looking for a person who is having a 4 to 8 years experience in the life and annuity insurance domain. Coming to the responsibility, they are looking for the person who can able to gather the requirement from the business, translate those requirement into clear actionable user stories and acceptance criteria, lead and support data migration efforts across legacy and modern platform, facilitate the agile ceremonies and ensure alignment between business and technical team, create wireframe and process flows to support solution design, ensure compliance with regulatory standard in the life and annuity domain, and there are few must-have skills that you can read it out. Let's move to the next. So this is one of the common questions asked in every interview, where they will ask for the tell me something about yourself or tell me about your professional career. So you can explain. So these answers written for each questions is from the AI tool. So you can read it out and you can form with your own answers as well. So if they will ask about you, tell me about yourself, you can start with how much of experience you have in the insurance domain, especially in the life and annuity product, because they are looking for the life and annuity BA only. Then you can mention like what is your role and what are the things you have worked related to policy admin and writing claim compliance, as they have mentioned in the JD, like they're looking for a PA who worked on the policy administration and the compliance part. Then you can explain about what are the tools you have worked and what is your roles and responsibilities that you can cover in your professional career. Moving to the next question. This is some basic question they have asked in this interview. One is like, what is the basic difference between term life and the whole life insurance? So, the term life basically it covers for a specified period, that is 10, 20 or 30 years, and it's like a pure insurance only, no cash value as compared to the whole life insurance, and the payouts only be given only once the insured is dies. On the other hand, the whole life insurance basically covers you under your whole life, and comparing to the premium, like in whole life, it will be a higher premium because it is covering a lifelong coverage along with the cash value component, and also it will the cash value component will grow as long as your policy uh, time period increases. So these are the basic difference between the term life and the whole life insurance. Then moving to the next question, which is uh, the other difference between term life and the universal life insurance. So term life, as we have mentioned previously, like it is a fixed term and there is no cash value, while on the universal life, it is a lifelong and flexible premium and death benefit, and it accumulate the cash value and the adjustable premium as well. You can put more points also compared to your study and after searching on Google as well. Then the other question asked in this interview is like, what is overwriting commission? Overwriting commission is basically the commission over the commission in a simple term. So let's take an example. Agent sells one of the policy, whether it is a life or annuity to a customer, the agent will receive the commission based on the design, like whether 1% or 2%, and that agent is tagged to uh, his manager. So in that case, the manager who is getting the commission, that commission will call as a overriding commission. So if the agent is getting 2%, then manager might be getting 5% of that. That is 0.1%. Just an example, the overriding commission. So incentive paid to senior agents or manager, that will we can say as a overriding commission. Then coming, what is the agent commission? So agent commission is like the percentage whatever the premium paid by the customer, that will be paid to the agent, that will be called as a agent commission. So compensation for acquiring and servicing customer. So it will generally like between 1 to 3% or whatever the premium that customer is paying, that will be considered as the agent commission. So one of the important question they have asked in the interview is compliance department in annuity. Like what is the role of compliance department in annuity and how it will work? So the basically compliance department check like the sources of fund. For example, if I am a customer, I am paying a premium of annuity. So the role of compliance department is to check the premium that I am paying. It is from my source of income only, not from the other illegal money that I am paying to the annuity premium. Then review the agent documentation and disclosures, like whether agents has provided all the required information to the customer and the documentation is proper. Monitor the transaction for fraud or money laundering. So if the customer is paying the amount which is not aligned with the legal compliance, then they will monitor those transactions and they will check whether that transaction is fraud or part of money laundering or not. So these are the roles basically of compliance department. Next question they have asked, like, can a loan be taken on annuity? So typically, like generally we call talk about the loan. Loan is not be taken on the annuity policy. If it is a universal life policy, we can able to take a loan, because annuity is basically usually if you want to take the money out in the between, you can withdraw that particular annuity. So that option is available, but the loan option generally not available in the annuity policy. And moving to the next one, how underwriting work. So this question we can explain based on the example also, or as of now we can mention like basically underwriter evaluate the risk to issue the policy and set the premium. He basically review the applications, medical and financial history of the customer, and then we will also determine whether any exclusion need to be put on the policy or not, and what will be the coverage and premium of the policy. He also uses the automated tools and guidelines to underwrite the policy. So these are the works that underwriter do. Next question is, exclusions can be added by underwriter. So the exclusion can be added by the underwriter, that is correct, and that will depend upon the risk factor. Example, like is there any pre-existing condition, risky activities like skydiving. So based on that, underwriter can add the exclusion in the policy. How to identify whether annuity premium is from white money or not. So this we have discussed, like this is basically the role of the compliance department to check whether the annuity premium is paid by a customer is from white money or not. So they will validate the source of the fund. So compliance department, the role is they first check the validate source of the fund, then the KYC of the customer, then customer declaration of source, and if any suspicious things find, during their transaction. So these are all the checks they will do before identify whether the premium that is paid by the customer is from his white money or not. Next, they have asked like different types of clauses in insurance. So can you help me with the what are the clauses or few clauses related to insurance? So few major clauses that used in the insurance. One is suicide clause. So if you have taken a policy and there is a suicide clause, so no payout will be given to the nominee if suicide was done within 1 to 2 years. Then we have incontestability clause that basically generally till 2 years. Then we have exclusion clause. So what are the things which is not covered in the policies will becomes under this exclusion call clause. Then we have a revival clause, terms of reinstating lapse policy. If the policy is lapse, let's suppose after 3 years you can reinstate your policy. Then we have a waiver of premium, which basically waives the premium under few conditions. So these are the few clauses. Then moving to the next, what is policy servicing? Though the post-sale customer support and policy maintenance comes under the policy servicing. So once the policy is sold, so the activities or the transaction done on the policy will comes under this policy servicing and policy maintenance. So this question is basically the clarification of the previous question where they ask like, can you explain with example? So few examples are like while issuing a duplicate document that will come under the policy servicing. Any policy surrender, cancellation or benefit payout will come under the policy servicing, then policy loan, partial withdrawal, fund switching, premium processing, address and contact update, nominee change. So these are the basic example which comes under the policy servicing. What is policy payout? So payment upon maturity, surrender, death, or annuity once annuities mature. So these will comes under the policy payout. Can be lump sum or periodic installment. So annuity can be like lump sum payment or the periodic installment paid to the customer. So these are the policy payout. After that, in the last question, they have given one scenario like if a person has taken a loan of $1,000 and wants to repay um, $5,000, how much will be deducted? Like how much amount will be deducted? How it will flow? So let's suppose after taking a loan of $1,000, so after a certain period, like I want to pay back the 500 amount. So in that what happened, the first 500 amount that will not directly deduct from the principal amount, it will deduct from the whatever the interest is pending. So let's suppose $20 interest is pending, so that first $20 will be deducted, and after that remaining 480 amount that will be deducted from my the principal amount. So these all are the questions which are asked in the Damco Business Analyst interview.